Hey guys, I'm a health visitor in England. Let's talk about night terrors in toddlers and children. So night terrors tend to be common from the ages of 3 to 8 years, usually caused by overtiredness or, extreme fatigue. You've had some really bad nights or they've not been very well, and overtiredness just tends to cause, unfortunately, these night terrors. I'm just going to tell you the difference between night terrors and nightmares. So night terrors, the child or toddler tends to still be asleep and they can seem really vacant. They can be staring at you, but they're not reacting to you. They're really distressed. They're screaming, they're crying, and they don't remember it the next day. So these tend to be worse for the parent than the toddler/child. Whereas nightmares are different. Nightmares wake you, they disturb you from your sleep and you wake because something was so scary. These tend to be remembered by the child or toddler the next day and can impact them wanting to go back up to their bedroom or go to sleep. So the difference is one they remember, one they don't. One's happening whilst they're asleep, similar to sleepwalking. One's happening and disturbing them and waking them up. Nightmares also tend to happen in the first part of the night, and night terrors tend to happen in the second part of the night. And this can be due to, again, overtiredness can impact them in the second half of the night, because when you're overtired, you release more cortisol, and when your melatonin wears off in the second half of the night, which is your sleep hormone, cortisol acts a bit more like caffeine, and it overstimulates them whilst they're asleep, so it can wake them or can cause these night terrors. So a few things you can do to try and help with night terrors, although some children just seem to be more prone to them than others, is firstly making sure they're not overtired. So, if they've had a couple of late nights, really making sure that you're putting them down really early to compensate, 6 p.m, 6:30, to try and build up that sleep in their bank, if you will. If they're particularly mobile with night terrors, maybe putting a mattress on the floor for them to sleep rather than sleeping in a bed if you're noticing they're falling out. And lastly, if you're seeing these night terrors are happening the same kind of time every night and they're frequently reoccurring, so say they're happening most nights at around 3 a.m, 4 a.m, is you can actually set an alarm on your phone. I know this can be disruptive, but setting an alarm on your phone 5 to 10 minutes before and going in and just rousing them. You don't have to wake them, but picking them up for a cuddle or stroking their back and then putting them back down. And this can just kind of help bridge that gap of the linking of the sleep cycles and help them stay in a bit more of a deeper sleep. But I hope that helps. And if you've got any other hints and tips or you've been through it yourself, please write them in the comments so other parents can see. Thank you.